10 steps to best security settings for Android phone. Android is under constant attack and older versions are far more vulnerable than new ones. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Hello, I am Jane. Please subscribe to my channel if you find this video helpful. Thank you. Here are top 10 ways to keep you and your Android device safe from attackers. Many of these are pretty simple, but security is really more about doing safe things every time than fancy complicated security tricks. Step number 1. Only buy smartphones from vendors who release Android patches quickly. This means they get the newest security patches as they're released. Android Authority, the leading Android publication, found the best vendors for keeping their phones up to date were, in order, from best to worst, Google Pixel, LG, Motorola, HTC, Sony, Xiaomi, OnePlus, and Samsung. Step number 2. Lock your phone. It's so simple, but people still don't do it. You're more likely to get into trouble by a pickpocket snatching your phone and running wild with your credit card accounts than you from malware. What's the best way to lock your phone? The good old PIN remains the safest way. Fingerprints, patterns, voice recognition, iris scanning, etc. they're all more breakable. Just don't use 1234 as your PIN. Step number 3. Use two-factor authentication. While you're securing your phone, let's lock down your Google services as well. The best way of doing this is with Google's own two-factor authentication. Here's how to do it. Log into your Google account and head to the two-step verification settings page. Once there, choose using two-step verification from the menu. From there, follow the prompts. You'll be asked for your phone number. You can get verification codes by voice or SMS on your phone. You then enter this code into your web browser's data entry box. Finally, you turn on two-step verification and you're done. Step number 4. Only use apps from the Google Play Store. The vast majority of Android malware comes from unreliable third-party application sources. Malicious apps make it into the Google Play Store from time to time, but they're exceptions. Google has also kept working on making the Play Store safer than ever. For example, Google Play Protect can automatically scan your Android device for malware when you install programs. Make sure it's on by going to Settings, Security, Play Protect. For maximum security, click Full Scanning and Scan Device for security threats on. Step number 5. Use device encryption. The next person who wants to snoop in your phone may not be a crook, but a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent. If that idea creeps you out, you can put a roadblock in their way with encryption. That may land you in hot water with Homeland Security, but it's your call. To encrypt your device, go to Settings, Security, Encrypt Device, and follow the prompts. Step number 6. Use a virtual private network. If you're on the road, whether it's your local coffee shop or the remote office in Singapore, you're going to want to use free Wi-Fi. We all take big chances when we do, since they tend to be as secure as a net built out of thread. To make yourself safer, you'll want to use a mobile virtual private network, VPN. What you don't want to do, no matter how tempted you may be, is to use a free VPN service. Step number 7. Password management. When it comes to passwords, you have choices. A. Use the same password for everything, which is really dumb. B. Write down your passwords on paper, which isn't as bad an idea as it sounds so long as you don't put them on a sticky note on your PC screen. C. Memorize all your passwords, not terribly practical. Or, D. Use a password management program. Step number 8. Use antivirus software. While Google Play Protect does a good job of protecting your phone, when it comes to malware protection, it is not quite up to the challenge. For antivirus, use Germany's AV-Test, an independent malware detection lab. The best freeware AV program today is Avast Mobile Security and Antivirus. Its other security features, like its phone tracker, doesn't work that well, but it's good at finding and deleting malware. Step number 9. Turn off connections when you don't need them. If you're not using Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, turn them off. Besides saving some battery life, network connections can be used to attack you. The blue-born Bluetooth hackers are still alive, well, and ready to wreck your day. Don't give it a chance. Step number 10. If you don't use an app, uninstall it. Every application comes with its own security problems. Most Android software vendors do a good job of updating their programs. If you're not using an application, get rid of it. The fewer program doors you have into your smartphone, the fewer chances an attacker has to invade it. If you follow up with all these suggestions, your phone will be safer. It won't be perfectly safe, nothing is in this world. But you'll be much more secure than you are now. Share your own suggestions and experiences in the comments. Please subscribe and thanks for watching.